All right, that puts a little bit of twist into how the activities of the police is making an attempt to counter the insecurity in the FCT. Now, let me tell you, at the federal level, the police as well were talking, they interrogated an international fraudster, suspected international fraudster. In fact, it's really interesting for me in its brief was listening to the first PRO interrogator and even no dialogue with the man there present. Just listen to this part. This will find you a little bit unnerved.
This is Morning Call.
To fraud. Today, Hassan Barrow is here. Gentlemen of the press, if you have any question for him, please can you move close? It's okay. So what is your name? Can you speak? I want to hear you well. Mohammed Hassan Barrow, you? 37-year-old. We stayed at Joya. For how long have you been in Dubai or Abu Dhabi? 7 years. Okay. Do you know Mr. Michael at all?
I know Mr. Michael.
But you know who?
I know Mr. Alhaji Muhammad.
You know him?
I know him. There was a transaction with him. Before the transaction, I asked him to confirm we'll make a test run of 1,100 euros. He said it was okay. That we're not going to go in full. We're supposed to go in tranches. Once we're paid, after 2, they refund back but before that, told them not to return the money. We're having dispute with the person who makes the payment. Like the hold on until we resolve, they fund the money, and I will do my part.
The deposit Nigeria get across to you at all on this matter before now?
Well, yes, they did.
Did you make any attempt to come around to clear yourself?
Actually, I choose to come back. I was the one who should come back from Dubai.
You weren't arrested by Dubai police?
I was, but they asked
You were arrested by Dubai police?
if I would want to stay.
Is it material? Ethical conditions can come in. You want to go or not, is it material? You were arrested by the police in the United Arab Emirates and you have been sent to us because the Nigerian government sent to them. You are a suspect in a case with Nigeria, and of course, a member state of Interpol, they have obligation to hand you over to Nigerian police, which of course they have done. If you have any further question for him, this is him. He's here. Been sent to us from United Arab Emirates to come and answer some questions in a case fraud that we handle. There's no other case that is step aside in our business.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
No, you started. Yes. Okay. What's the nature of his fraud crime?
Well, it's transaction, forex. Has to do with forex. It was to pay certain amount of money to people, and money has been paid to him. He used to send money to him in return, but and all effort to get him failed. Petition against him, and he's claiming again that he was defrauded too. But the point is, he never made any attempt to report the following act at the other side to the government in Nigeria or to the Arab Emirates. So it is believed that he had intention of frauding these people and possibly must have been a serial fraudster. Our investigation will reveal. But for the United Arab Emirates to have sent him, repatriated him, or to have extradited him to Nigeria means he has a case to answer. Diplomatic matter issue that we are handling diplomatically, and that is how we operate. Once you are a member of Interpol, a member state of Interpol, you are obliged to cooperate with other countries who are members of Interpol across the world. Whatever case we have, we send to them. They always cooperate with us, and as we have been doing to many states, to many nations. So it is not the first time we are having a case like this. We have been doing it, we have been cooperating, and it shows. It's a clear indication that whatever you do, you think you want to run to any country, it is not possible. It can take a time. We are going to get you.
This is Morning Crossfire.
All right, then. That's the police there. Miss Claire, that anywhere you run, the police will find you if you've done anything wrong. Comments be made by the FPRO there with regards to suspected international fraudster. You had transactions, heavyweight transaction not completed, people defrauded. He also claims to be defrauded and the likes of that. That's just a little bit of I mean, what is going on with regards to crime in the FCT. For a moment, I'm just concerned as well. I was listening, by the way, this morning as well to the Minister of Labour. He talked about how they moved from 25,000 to 35,000 naira in terms of the addition that they will be making, provision addition to money to be paid, and 50,000 naira to individuals who are not working for the government. And I was listening to the brilliant interview done the NTA presenter, and she asked about, so what happens at the state level? Now, that's the question I'm not too sure I got a clear answer on. So if the federal people are being paid, who in the state level, how do the governors pay the other staff as well? These are questions I wonder about. Let's talk more right here on our drill. We really can't beat it all, but there's always something to talk about. Right. After all, nothing breaks news like the news. I'll be back after now.
Nigeria Info 95.1 Abuja. Let's talk.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day. A way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and get differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
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 This is is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This 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 is Nigeria Info.
Now, and also people who do not work for the government, 30 days is the period that have to wait as well for all things be done and done in a way that things are done right. Okay, but by the way, I was also let me mention, if I don't get late, but let me mention that the NDLEA recently taught alternative development to illicit drug production. The DJ Amara was speaking at an international conference, and he highlighted the concept around that as well and how that can be done differently. Let me rally also to the issue of the NLC. The president did give his position on things when he said, I'll be the RPS person if subsidy is introduced. I was talking to you last night. Take a listen to this.
This is Morning Crossfire.
I even say remove and increase one price of petroleum products. If they are under plan, they decide to do some intention, to equally, leak their vomit, that there is no subsidy, they have withdrawn it, and they are bringing it back, probably, to reduce a further increase or skyrocketing of the price to beyond limit. As a core leader who is fighting for the interests of the masses, why would I that they should not pay that so that the price will go up? It is not necessary.
I'm talking about the sincerity to the Nigerian dime of the statement of the friend when he says subsidy was gone. And that's why I'm worried, because you have all to know committee based on that MOU to know what is going on. So accountability is part of what you are asking for. If the federal government made any payment since they said subsidy was gone.
I'll be the happiest person going to reintroduce subsidy, so that...
This is Morning Crossfire.
All right, that was last night on Polo Today. So it did convey his point of view. It'll be the happiest if subsidy is reintroduced. What does that leave you and I? Future building or now building? Well, what's about you think? Let's find out from you next, okay? This very morning, your thoughts. Welcome on the show. Joining on 0700-951-0000. Are you there? 0700-951-0000. You can also be part of the show on 0095 974869. And also take calls on WhatsApp on 00999 301 37. Yes. Good morning to you. Oh, yes, I can prove it.
Yeah, don't blame our day today.
Amen.
My name is Obedient Moses Masculine. Something I want to draw your attention to.
Okay, I'm with you.
Part of me. This Abubakar from W, aka Tinubu Pikin, please. We, the callers of this listener, no time have come out to say Mudiku Bola Ahmed Tinubu no. Just let him show us his certificate.
Why does he have to show you certificates? It's politics and it's always strongly opinionated.
Can I finish, please? I will not cut off. Please, can I finish?
I'm with you.
But I'm call this one insulting everybody here. Insulting the radio.
How do you insult? How do you? I mean, I was listening to you, man. I didn't pick any insult.
He called him shame. He called him to his radio.
Ha.
Is it to his national radio? Shame to those people. Shame will catch them. Why is he playing politics with
But what you do right now is also you're playing politics. You're wondering about why his opinion is different from yours. I'm not, and I know that if it goes abusive, if there's some complete abuse of language, just spot it out. But I'm wondering, shouldn't he be privileged to have his own opinion to support or not support, as the case may be sometimes? I'm just wondering if that's your view.
Please, let us stop playing politics with bitterness. Because these people are supposed to not know us. Even if God is saying, it doesn't, people does not know, and people will never know in life.
All right, thank you. Interesting point. Okay, good morning to you. You will need to speak out. Barely can hear you. Chai, it's not working out. Please reach back. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Femi.
Yes, good evening.
This is Ahmed from Gogonada.
All right, Ahmed.
You see, before.
Oh, Ahmed's call does not stay. Good morning.
Good morning, Femi.
Yes, good morning.
This is Mr. Ojo.
All right, Mr. You're welcome.
Yeah. Femi.
Yes.
Femi.
Yes.
Something. You're a Yoruba man, ba?
I think so.
Okay. If I tell you that only you know the meaning?
I do know the meaning.
People together that I'm nothing. So if you now make that call radio, that means you are installing all your caller that do not support your opinion. That is number one.
Okay.
There is a way you put a word that will not affect somebody. There is a word you put will be a good person. Let's assume if I come now and say I'm talking about president and all people, I say they are winner, they are not well, they do not have it. You stop me because I'm sorting elders. That is it. So there is a way to talk. You insult me. There is a way you talk. You just talk to only one person. That is it. That is what this guy this guy from
did say. Okay.
So you should notice it.
All right.
I tell you that these people they have sense.
Okay.
The way they are talking.
No problem. Let me see. I do hope he calls before the end of the show. That I would hear his own point of view regards to that. So I do hope he calls in. Yes, Tony.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Yes, how are you today?
Good enough. Yes. This is Ambassador Adekoli of Abuja.
All right, welcome.
What was the result of Manchester United last time?
Oh, they lost 2-1. United lost.
How many goals?
2-1. The scoreline ended 2-1.
It's like I'm not using the game anymore.
Wait, now I had that discussed this morning, Seth. What was it? Oh, 3-2. Sorry, Galatasaray 3, United 2. Sorry. Kai, Ambassador D. Kai. That's the only answer. 3 is how that score ended, not 3-2. Back to say. Yes, good morning to you.
Good morning, world class Dr. Emele. I remember humble self of Bakar Ali calling from PW.
The man of the moment. You're being dragged. Let's drag you small.
Yes, world class Dr. Femi Emele. Recall on Monday when this issue was about to be put to bear at the U.S. court. I said, and I repeat now, that those that want to put the president to shame shall be put to shame. They will remain put to shame because that thing they are looking for, they will not get it. Indeed, they have been put to shame and have no regret or no apology to anybody. Everybody want to shame and God. And you
okay, so Abubakar. You know, I've listened to you on the show. I hear so much anger in your voice. So first of all, calm down. You're not just talking to me. Don't throw away. Don't throw away your reputation because of that.
I'm not going to throw anything.
Cool. Now let me just rest this once and for all. I'm very concerned about how Nigerians, in the name, they misplace or mistake, I would say, defending democracy and defending politicians. I think there are two different things, but Nigeria, we've learned to think of them as the same way. Those who are against a particular politician think that they're against the democratic ways in which that politician practices his stuff. Those who support also do the same. Now, without saying much than that, the only other thing I would say is that over time, I think you've had a very balanced opinion on issues that happen. There are things you've not really proved of that have been done by the president and who work for him. And some other times you've faced him on some other rights. So on that, I would defend you that sometimes opinion is balanced. But you should also know, Abubakar, people are sensitive. While they be able to say we're defending democracy, sometimes people defend politicians or go against politicians, thinking they're doing the same for the democracy that they so earnestly want. So I would advise during this sensitive period, Abubakar, hold on.
Socrates said, define the word so that I can discuss with you.
So,
the angle
Abubakar,
I'm looking at entire black race.
Yes,
Abubakar. He has fake certificate.
Abubakar, point to you is not even about the certificate. My point to you is, for the sake of sensitivity of people, use of words. There's nobody that will change your opinion. You have a right to yours, but for the sensitivity of people, just be more conservative choice of words. And I think that's what gets quite a number of people nabbed this morning. Okay.
What class, Dr. Femi, please? I'm sorry to this. Is saying shame and on airworthy word?
That's what I'm saying to you. Your context this morning is what got people unnerved. Okay. So,
I have withdrawn it and I tender apology. Okay. I do not intend to mock anybody.
All right. Thank you for your maturity.
Thank you, sir.
I'm giving that baby Nunu this today. She wants very fresh Nunu.
This one don't graduate. She no Greek collect since day before yesterday.
Did she graduated or you are graduating now by force? Bye bye.
So person no Greek collect again. No, you won't make a go the shop for those things.
It's okay.
She no go Greek take Ogi like us.
Malai, all of them must take Ogi. The key. Bye bye. All right. Well, thanks. Okay, let me take in more calls. But on serious note, we understand the difference between when defending the democracy of our polity. And separate that from when you're defending a politician or you're attacking a politician. You can support, for example, a candidate zin, for or against. But then, does the person represent the democracy you want? If you're saying, the person's certificate is not in order and that affects democracy, I would understand. It's even very interesting to listen to you on those points. But if you're outright, it's a person that you're after and not so much as the democracy building that we claim to be doing, it makes it very unnerving. Good morning.
Family.
Yes, good morning.
I'm no see, no time, no talk.
It's you that know me now.
You know who they do.
Yes, now. Anybody that is saying this kind of things in the abandonment club.
Okay, my name is B.
Chigozie. All right, welcome.
Yeah, no, not Chigozie.
Oh, Dozie. Oh, yeah, welcome.
Yes, congratulations on your recent marriage.
Thank you, recent. I'm still okay.
You are still fresh, my brother.
Wow.
Congratulations to madam. She's lucky to have you.
Thank you, sir.
Make her let her know she has this man where she.
Chai, Dozie, thanks for your kind words. Unfortunately, the network didn't hold you on for longer than you needed to be. Good morning.
Hello. My name is Taufik.
Taufik?
Yeah.
All right.
Mr. Femi.
Good morning to you. Yeah.
This issue of subsidy of a thing, that's what I want to be clear about.
Yes, sir.
When we're paying subsidy in this country, I believe it's being done monthly, right?
Yeah, it was being done, I think, quarterly, yeah?
Quarterly. Now,
monthly? Hold on. Some were done monthly, depending on who was leading at any point. Some were being done monthly, some were being done quarterly. So it adds two versions, or should I say two approaches.
Now, like I heard the president of NLC saying that he's fighting for the masses because this salary increment of a thing that is being done for a month, even if it's 10 years, the date will come and pass. I think what they should hammer on is to repair our refinery. And if this refinery is so bad beyond repair, they should let us know. This money that they said stop giving to this cabal of office, let them come and account for it. Let's know, can't this money be used to repair? Even just two refineries out of the four have one from the south and one from the north. We get this thing fixed. That's the only thing that things can be put in place. And what I'm expecting from the president, as Justice White said, that they are already rich. What I thought is coming to this just to reduce this of governance. Let them put this ministry or this parasite in form of this salary in the based on something. Let them declare public how much is Mr. President collect salary, the Vice President down to the ordinary member of the House.
Okay.
Let's reduce this thing into 50 by 50. Let them increase the salary of our military men, our teachers, and the doctors and the judiciary, these four group of people, one salary should be increased. Let them make government or these policies to be lucrative.
All right.
And the life of the people that are working, the teachers, the military men, the paramedics, the judiciary, the doctors. And let us see if things will not fall in line. Everything will just fall in line. Nothing like reduce fuel, reduce the refinery, reduce of governance, increase the salary of the increase the salary of the military, increase the salary of the doctors, the judiciary, everything, even the food price within the market.
Okay.
Everything will
Yes, my dear friend. Let's leave it at that. So thank you so much for your viewpoint on this. Morning, Femi. I'm forever from One Man Village. My little research in the past 3 months came to understand that Nigerian government more subsidy removal than when the subsidy was not removed. How much are the bosses? How much and how long will it take for the establishment of the various bosses workshops? The free 35K for the base for 3 to 6 months. With all this money together, you will come to the realization that we spend more on subsidy rather than otherwise. So, in my opinion, subsidy should return. Thanks. You're right. Good morning. Yes. Good morning. How are you today?
Good morning, bro.
Good morning.
This is Destiny, Anthony. You took me unawares. I do not hope that you are not going to pick. So I relax.
Okay. Voila.
How is the family?
Good.
Number one, I want to start by thanking Abubakar for being mature, withdrawing his sent and tendering apology. On the other, also want the other people but if they chose to say these people and these people, so on the other group, accept the apology and then move as well. That was when the party team, the politics, the council, I kept saying, check my statement. I say everybody, no matter who you're supporting, whether you're supporting Obi, Pankwaso, or Tinubu, one person will emerge. INEC can only announce one political party as the winner of presidency, presidential election, governorship, or any other action. And then it's now left to accept, defeat and then move on. Then the candidate and the party, they have the right to court as well. And fight it out there. At that point, it's not for them. The best we can do is whoever is in position. That was why when Tinubu declared, I didn't support him, I didn't vote for him, but congratulated him. And the same way I would have done if who I voted for won, is what I'm still going to do. And that was why I told somebody, this is my president. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is my president, is the head of Nigeria, except the court declares otherwise. And if he doesn't declare and he stays there till 8 years, he's still the commander-in-chief of. I want everybody to slow down. I love what you said. There's a difference between defending the politicians and defending democracy. We want to defend democracy. We want to defend Nigeria. Nigeria is most. I said this thing like a few months ago on this platform that nobody, no party is bigger than Nigeria. So please, our focus and interest should be our country, Nigeria. President Tinubu most may have like next 10, 20 years, he might live, this probably more years, but he might not stay longer. Even some of us who are here fighting, we don't know when we are living. But Nigerian stays, our children are here. So please, build this nation. Be careful with what you say on radio. Children are listening. And we go read the history of what happened in Rwanda. It was like anybody picked bullet and shoot this one happen. Just careless statement.
Yes,
that of something that cost lives and many lives we are lost. Please, let's be careful.
Let's for the next contributor. Thanks. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Grateful to you. All right, interesting point you do make with regards to that. Okay, we've got more calls. Good morning.
Good morning, Midi. How are you?
I am doing fine. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. My name is Sanspa. I'm calling you from the Central Business District.
All right.
Femi, I want to ask you, these persons that really call you and regularly get you, they give to you.
Wow. Why do you think they give me something?
Because I have tried, forever to get you on phone. Problem. I don't know what's going on. And they call, they get you immediately. They're like Momizi, Abubakar, Palasi and all that. What do they do? How do it?
Okay, so let me give a quick look at my call log as we speak. I'm looking at the time Abubakar called me this very morning, right? Okay, so he called this morning and I'm seeing about 6 to 7 missed calls from him before one of his calls went through. What do you make of that?
Well, Femi, did not take your time. I just hope I'll always get you like they do.
Yes, I think you should ask them what do Because unfortunately for me, it's just based on the. I'm seeing, if you see my call log, I have to know missed calls. Even as you speak, somebody's now in the corner of his mind saying, leave the phone, John, let me talk. And somebody is waiting for you to leave the phone so that their call can go through.
It's okay. So I want to quickly share my thought. Anyway, maybe one of these persons, they will tell us how they normally do it.
Meanwhile, Jasper, before you can comment, let me read what Destiny Anthony wrote and sent to me now on WhatsApp. Okay. He said, Jasper is accused of corruption on national radio. What did you collect? That's what Destiny Anthony is asking me.
Oh my goodness! No, that's on a lighter note.
Oh yeah, go on with your contribution.
Yeah, please, I have a great deep concern about missing body parts. That is has become the order of the, especially here in Abuja. A brother of mine was Femi, who stays in Kuzape. That this wasn't a story told to, that this one happened before his eyes. That caught someone who stole someone's stuff and was being beaten brutally. So they were in him. Return stuff, it's not yours. He said he will return it. They said, when? Before 4 or 5 p.m. today. They said, how sure are you? He said, by the grace of God. That one boss. You know, this guy was taken to the police station according to reports. And when they got there and they were trying to resolve the issue, guess what happened?
It was restored?
It wasn't restored. One of the policemen stuff got missing.
What the?
I'm telling you, this is not something that is far-fetched. My brother told me that he was afraid. He stood far from the whole thing. He didn't want to get close, so I did not brush him. So I feel something needs to be done immediately.
I agree with you. Here's why I even agree with you. Someone was telling a similar story last night about how some dude was brought by a lady. Eventually, after she was literally being beaten, and she restored it. And the guy insisted that they needed to make provision for him to test.
Femi, something needs to be done immediately. In fact, that we're restored. I learned that when it's being restored, it will just be as a broomstick. That you won't even be able to use it for anything. And when going off, you feel this vibration, according to the reports that we gathered.
Are you serious?
The leadership of the Federal Capital Territory, I don't think they've seen this as one of the most important issues to tackle immediately. It needs to stop.
Oh dear.
I mean, I don't know.
Let's leave it like that. Now you're making work with, there's face masks. Now there's mask that I want to go and look for. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Just. It's good to talk to you.
Femi, they said charcoal, they walk. Maybe you carry charcoal for your pocket.
Now don't come now. We'll go the leak sort to join. Okay. Thank you so much, Just. All right, thank you, Jasper. Right. I've got to go already. Time is fast spent already, but it's good to talk to you. Back tomorrow for another conversation right now. Nigeria Info. I'm Femi Diamele. Keep up me at Femi Live on all social media platforms. Enjoy your day.
This is Nigeria.